You are listening to the Cigar Noise Boys. But if you really cared for her, then you wouldn't never hit the airport to follow your dreams. Sometimes I still talk to her, but when I talk to her, it always seems like she talking about me.
That's Kanye West.
Yep.
Uh,
She said you left her kids and they just like you. They want to rap and make soul beats just like you, but they just not you. And I
right.
just got through.
Okay, stop.
Okay.
She can't afford a car, so she need her daughter Alexis. That is the fucking
No, that's
title.
not this song.
It's not?
I don't think so.
Oh no, it's is that Homecoming?
It's Homecoming. Let's go.
There you go. Oh my god, it's like the first one ever. I got the other one mixed up. The one where I forgot what that one's called.
I heard that. I was listening to that one yesterday. The Alexis one.
Yeah, Addicted to Retail.
Single black female addicted to retail.
Dude, I've been listening.
Is that It All Falls Down?
All Falls. Yeah, that's a great song.
She's so subconscious.
Dude, look at this dope ass cup. Oh yeah, you saw it. Yeah,
Did you save that from Weaselfest? By the way, listeners, it's a clear plastic cup. It just says Rumacraft on it.
Mm-hmm.
There are a bunch of people at Weaselfest collecting them.
Literally waiting for people to put them down and grabbing them.
Nice little memento.
They have a few boxes of them left.
Cool. What's up, everybody? CigarNoise Boys. I feel like it's been probably a month and a half.
It's been a crazy time. I did before Vegas, I did like 32 days in a row. Yeah, because I came back from that 3-week travel, and then we did that pod in California, and then came home. Oh, I went to Austin, came home, and then I worked 30 days, like 32 days straight. And then we met up in Vegas, where your streak of bad luck with flying continued. And then right when I got back from Vegas, I got home at like 1 a.m. and I left at 11 a.m. to go to Austin.
Nice. How was the drive?
So I drove straight through, left at 11 a.m. and I got to Austin at 6 a.m. I think I stopped 3 times to use the restroom. It was actually not bad, because when you spend 5 days socializing with people, it was good just to listen to music and smoke fucking really good cigars all the way down.
Doing what to really good cigars?
Smoking really good cigars.
I'm gonna have to listen to that back. That's not what I heard.
I think I said fucking smoking really good cigars.
You didn't say smoking.
Fucking cigars?
That's what you said.
I definitely didn't do that.
Dude, you'll hear it back.
Yeah, I actually have been listening. Dude, what was I gonna say about the drive? Oh man, I should have stopped, because once I hit Dallas, so Dallas is 3 hours from Austin. Like I almost fucking like I was dead asleep. Dude, so I have a feeling that as most of you listeners know, like November 2017, I had that brain tumor removed through my nose. So it kind of fucked up my palate for a while. But I feel like my palate is back to what it was pre-surgery, because I've been tasting shit and cigars that I haven't tasted. And one example is I smoked the Crux Epicure Connecticut, the Solomon. And the whole fucking time, I'm like, it tastes like I'm fucking smoking peanuts. I'm like, it tastes like fucking peanuts, man.
That's the red banded one.
Yeah.
Anybody who's not super like me.
Ecuadorian Connecticut. That one's made at Plasencia. Everything is made at Plasencia except for the Epicure Maduro. That's AJ. But then I looked up a review from Half Wheel, and they rated it really high, and they tasted fucking peanuts too.
Dude, you're gonna replace me on small batch.
No, I only get like a couple notes. I don't have the I want to use a word, and you're gonna correct me. It's like something palette. I just had the word in my name. Eccentric.
Eccentric, yeah. Two
Yeah,
C's.
yeah, eccentric palette. Like you, was I using that correctly?
It's fine.
All right,
That
good.
works. Um,
Eclectic. No, eclectic.
that also works. Eccentric is like if someone's wealthy. So if someone's nouveau riche, they usually have eccentric dress to show off that they're rich.
Mm,
Eclectic is like a bunch of different things. Uh,
okay, eclectic is the one I was looking for.
omnifarious comes to mind when I think of synonyms.
Cinnamon.
It's,
Cinnamon.
yes.
Um, so I got another question for you. So I've been listening to a lot of uh Bon Iver. Fuck, how you say his name?
Bon Iver?
Bon Iver. Yeah. And he has all these different fucking side projects. And one of them, he's in a band with like fucking 15 people. And there's a song called "The Gotti Side of Town." So I looked up what exactly Gotti meant, and I wanted to like do a post where it was like, I love smoking at the Gotti side of town, but because I'm crashing at Skip's house until I move in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks to move into my apartment. But I'm like, I don't know if Gotti is like a bad, if it has a bad connotation. Am I using that word right? Connotation.
Yeah, are we going to talk about words today?
No, I'm
getting excited.
well, it brought up, I wanted to say Gotti. Do you think Gotti is positive or negative?
Definitely negative connotation.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't use it then. But it's cool because Skip lives in this really cool area, and my apartment's like 8 minutes from Skip, and it's also like 8 minutes to the airport. Now it's fucking expensive, but for a fucking small studio, but it's close to Skip and it's close to the airport because Austin's going to be blowing up soon. They're trying to hire 70 more people. So I've been working. I did 4 doubles in a row, and I'm doing a double tomorrow. And right now, the major U.S. airline I work for is paying double time for any overtime you work.
Heck
So
yeah.
I've been working a shitload of overtime, and I feel great. I'm adjusting to the heat well. Like it's weird. Like you see cats out there who are like a lot smaller than me, and they're wearing like towels on their head and like all these like they're just doing all this like extra shit. And me, I'm just out there in my shorts and my breathable orange shirt and drinking my HEB 0 calorie sports drinks and keeping up, sweating my balls off, but it's I'm adjusting well, and it's not, the heat's not bad once you get out into it. Now I have been smoking a shitload of cigars at the airport. They have really convenient smoking areas, and it's like shaded. It's at a picnic table, and so I just been smoking like nonstop because like there's a lot of people there, and I don't know a lot of people, so it's like I'm kind of keeping to myself for a while. Just listen. I have my AirPods in. I'm all my breaks just listening to music, and so it's like, I guess I'll smoke a cigar. So I've been chain smoking like the Intemperance, Avarice, and the Pastera Aquitaine.
Stone vagina.
Yes, cave vagina, stone cave, same thing. And then the Precipitation from Patina, the Habano in Connecticut. So
I don't want to talk just about PCA today because it feels like it was a long time ago, old news. But I want to bring up some memorable things.
Yeah.
We preserve them here. Real quick, you're talking about how Crux was made out of Placencia. So I was at the bar, Luca Bar, and Ivan from Placencia
Great guy.
comes up behind me and says, "Hey, have you ordered yet?" I said, "No, I'm waiting." He's like, "You need to be more aggressive. Here, let me order for you." It's like, okay, thanks. So he bought me a drink, and he's like, "Yeah, what are you here for?" And we talked a bit. And he said, "Oh, what do you think about Placencia?" And I said, "Well, it's not really for my palate." He's like, dude, I just bought you a drink. It's like, well, it's out of my price range. That was a better response.
Did you say that to him?
I followed up with that, yeah. But then I saw
Well, I
him
mean,
the next day at a bar, and he just like, oh, this is my good friend here. I was like, oh, I screwed this up.
how do
What am I
you
supposed
miss
to?
out on
What am
the
I supposed to
context
say? Oh, I
clues?
love Placencia. It's in my top 3.
Yeah, if he's
No,
giving you hints that that's who he works for, like fucking read the writing or read the room, man.
I can't.
This is why like Mo was like, dude, you got to be cool with Dom. You're too mean to him. I'm like, I like Dom. People think we don't like each other. Well, let's not talk about that. But it's just frustrating how socially awkward you are, and I'm trying to get you out of your shell.
Socially, okay, I wasn't a social fraternity. I'm gonna pull that card.
I don't even know what that means. Okay, exactly. Why would you?
No.
How's that a card? And then that picture you sent to me and Nate. You're gonna have to show.
No one commented. You made it weird because no one said anything.
Which one? The one you sent today, or the one?
Today.
One your dad? No, I'm talking about the one your dad took.
Oh, that was there was context there because you were talking about social media dating apps in Austin.
Oh yeah. I said, yeah, there's a fuck ton of smoke shows on there. I'm like, can we get an average Joe? You know, I want to meet some new people here.
Other story. These are all just embarrassing stories that I remember.
Yeah, let's not talk about any of that. Moving on. Any other awkward interactions besides you and your new boyfriend you met in the booth at Sutliff?
Okay. Because I was talking to somebody, you jumped to that conclusion. No, okay. When we were going around, we were hanging out with Ian from Dapper briefly. And I don't know what the previous conversation was, but he said something like, oh, I just don't have that Fuente money yet. And then I'm looking at his booth, and I see these cigar rests that I remember seeing on Instagram like 6 months ago. They look like a seashell kind of thing.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, Ian, you just said you don't have Fuente money. Aren't those like $500 a piece or something? And he's like, oh, these, yeah. The guy who makes them is right here. I partnered with him. I was like, oh,
yeah.
Your mouth.
Did you get to meet Raul Diesel?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
great guy.
Cool. I don't speak Spanish. I did like 3 days of Duolingo Spanish.
I need to get back on. I'm gonna hire a tutor, but I'm gonna wait till like I don't know when because I don't have any time.
No, you have to listen to a podcast or something during your breaks instead of cigar podcast.
Yeah. Well, I've been listening mostly music because I get frustrated with, and I get it. We're a very niche podcast. If you even what's below niche, we're below that.
Obscure,
yeah. But a lot of these podcasts I can't get into because they're just so they don't know what they're talking about. It's like it would be like a podcast with you and your twin where you don't know, like you mess up all the time. You don't know any of the details, any of the blend information, any of the factories. I couldn't listen to that. It's like, and I get it. I'm not 100% right all the time, but it's maddening when you're listening to it. You're like wrong.
Okay. Well, yeah, if someone's spouting out wrong information, then no one's going to listen or no one's going to want to listen. But also, so I listened to the PCA recap on, How About That Cigar or Coupe?
Yeah, they both did one.
I listened to each of those and I liked them when they had on, so How About the Cigar had Skip, Charlie from Half Wheel. I think they had Abe. Both of those had Abe smoke in on. The first one had Saka.
Developing Palates did one too.
Okay, yeah. So I like when you have industry people talking. That's really cool because they know what they're talking about. And if they don't, usually they can call each other out if you have the right personalities. But we don't know what we're talking about. Well, obviously way more than I do. We're not at their level, so we talk at our level. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's a good, someone who's working in a shop will like what you have to say. If someone's a new cigar smoker, they one of those podcasts, someone in the cigar media downplayed interviews and said some people are just into personality interviewers. Like that's what I'm interested in. When I watch PCA recaps, I want off the wall questions. Like these people are actual people. They're not just well, some of them put on a show. I don't want to see that.
Mm.
If that makes sense.
I mean, I don't like the like you know, you go up to them and you're like, okay, pick one. You got to either sit on a cake and eat a dick or sit on a dick and eat cake. I don't care what they have to say to that. What I want to hear about the blend. I want to hear what's coming out next. What's your opinion on this cigar?
Fair, but then those questions have to, so off the wall questions have to lead into discussion or something, I think.
Yeah, I'm not good at that.
I get what you're saying.
I'm just good at busting balls, making jokes, and then getting to the point.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be good at interviews. Not at all.
Ooh,
I think Bear does a good job. That's all I'm gonna say. Bear did a good job with Coop, because he's good at tying shit together, and he can mix in stuff, non-cigar stuff that leads to, like what you're saying, that leads into cigar stuff. I'm not good at that.
I just like lounge conversation, but I haven't really been at a lounge setting for a while.
I was gonna say it's I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Here's my thing is I'm not like going to lounges. It's like never mind. It's well, I'm gonna say it and then you might have to delete it. My thing with lounges is just because we smoke cigars does not mean we have to like each other. If we weren't smoking cigars, I look at it like that. If me and you weren't smoking cigars, would we be friends? No. But that's like my thing. It's like, just because you do something that I guess my life revolves around, I mean, the airport and cigars, you know, I moved down here to learn about cigars, to learn from one of the best to do it, you know. But that's not all, you know, that's not
well
like,
wait, under with that mentality, if one of us stopped smoking cigars, we would cease to be friends.
Probably.
You took way too long to think about that. I'm not deleting
what else do we have in common?
Classic rock. No,
that's the thing, like with me and Skip, is we have very similar, we're very different, okay, but what we have in common is our sense of humor. Like, Skip is fucking hilarious, and that's how, like, you know, that's our common thing.
So you're saying you can't be close to somebody who you have nothing in common with. Well, I guess that's kind of trying to think of an example.
What do you talk about then? But you know, like a good example is like Alex, who we had on the pod. If we didn't smoke cigars, me and Alex would still be friends because we have a lot in common with our jobs. We're both union. We both like to work a lot. We both work a lot, but we also like to we're smart with our money, but we also like to indulge in shit, you know, take cigars out of there, you know. There's stuff like I'm starting like a fucking cologne collection now, you know. And Alex collects like
What?
Yeah, Alex does like watches now, you know, or he's been doing watches, and he rides motorcycles. I have my license. I haven't drove or ridden, I don't know the correct word, a motorcycle in a while, but I want to get one down here. Maybe not a motorcycle, maybe a scooter, but we'll see. But yeah, there's other stuff we have in common.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, are your friends all like you? All my like my college buddies, we went to the same college, and that was like the only thing we had in common. We like to party.
I mean, I guess sports is another thing, but it's like, I like to laugh a lot. So like, you got to be funny is my thing. You got to be, and the thing is too, like, I take it too far with the jokes a lot of times, but it's like, I would compare it to like Tourette's, where I have to fucking say it. If it pops in my head, and even if nobody fucking laughs, or even if it's really, really mean, like I have to fucking say it.
This is
So
this is good material for your dating app profile, by the way.
yeah.
I just like to laugh. Sometimes I take a joke too far.
No, yeah. And it's well, let
Oh
me
my
finish the story.
goodness. These are you can't
Let me
don't
finish
burn
the story.
bridges. Don't
Let
burn
me
bridges.
finish the story.
What
I
if he
already
has a
had
ton of money and wants to offer you to build a cigar brand?
anyways, so and I just probably should be deleted from the podcast, but yeah, delete all the story out of there.
Yeah.
Going back to adjusting to the airport. So I'm the cigar guy. So every time they see me, they're like, "Oh, you're the guy who moved down here for cigar and stuff." Yeah. So I think I don't know, whatever, cigar guy. There could be worse things. You could be the guy who doesn't wash his hands after taking a piss guy, you know. So I'll take cigar guy.
Last few things. So PCA had a competition for vendors. They do it every year, like a small booth size, medium, and large. This year it was voted on by you, the guests. But the second day, I got an email saying you get unlimited votes. You just have to text this number and then say the booth.
Mm-hmm.
So I was pretty out of it the second day. I need sleep, and I didn't get enough sleep and water. But I thought it was hilarious. I was just spamming this, trying to get the patina booth to win. I probably sent them 100 text messages, but I don't know what the tally was, because they say who won, but I want to know the numbers. I want to know how close I got. Okay, unrelated. The expression "drop trow." You've heard this, yes?
Is that like dropping your pants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought it was drop trout.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, it's trow. Because I thought trout was like your dick was like a fish coming out.
Your unit?
Yeah, your member. But this is like
I like
trow, short for trousers.
Nice.
That was interesting.
Oh, okay. Were you able to visit any other cigar companies at the trade show?
I hung out at Kaz Dagley's with Vlad a bit.
Okay.
Went to Black Label on the last day I was there.
Dapper, Crown Heads.
Yeah, a little bit.
Did you go by Espinoza, talk to Juan?
No, I didn't.
Juan's good shit. So like my takeaway from the trade show is I think Crown Heads killed it. I really like the Fiat Lux. I like the story behind it. I don't know if it's that blend does well in no humidity, because that one tasted well. Where I had problems with combustion on the Crown Heads Court Reserve Series E, not Series, Series E Eruption, Van Halen. So I don't know. I think that's a heavier wrapper. So maybe that's why I had some construction issues with I don't know. But the Fiat Lux was, I think, the best cigar I smoked at the show besides the Baca, the new size of the Baca.
Nice. Do people ask you for business cards?
No.
Okay, because both.
They did. Go on.
Every time I've gone to PCA, I have at least one person ask for my business card.
Did you what oh, I smoked a one of Juan's new protocols, new cigar. It was really good.
Nice. I heard Mo on his podcast, Holding the Smoke, said that was good.
Yeah, dude, Juan's a great guy. He's fucking hilarious. And then his partner Kevin, fuck, I forgot. Great guy. Oh, I think in a lot of buzz too is Dapper, man. I mean, he didn't really have anything like, he had the Union Break, the short little guys with the sweetened cap. I mean, whatever. But the La Madrena Connecticut's coming out. The Desvalito, you know, this is like, I mean, it's been out for like 4 or 5 months now, but it got its proper release. I gave one to Ben Lee of, he used to be he was on the podcast, our last one. Ben Lee,
Yep.
me and him have gotten to be pretty close. He's a really good dude and he's super fucking knowledgeable. I gave him a Desvalito and he loved it. He smoked it at the media compound. I visited there one night. I got there late. There was a fucking thunderstorm and yeah, I was only there for a little bit. It was so fucking hot. But the funny thing is I get there and you know, there's Bears there, Bear Duplessis, William Cooper, Matt Tobacco, and his fiance, Aaron Loomis, who I know really well. Ben Lee was there, and then Garrett from How About That Cigar were there. But I made a grand entrance because I get there, I pull up a chair. All of a sudden, this fucking bug the size of a minivan comes at me. And I grab my baggie of cigars and I swipe it out of the air. And my Tatuaje Escaso flew out of there and cracked the wrapper.
Oof.
And then I went and stomped on the bug. Dude, that bug almost broke my foot. Like, I heard a crunch and it was still moving an hour later.
Ooh.
Like, it was like a fucking pterodactyl. It was nuts. But
Wild.
I was on edge because those bugs were huge and I hate bugs. I saw a cockroach at the airport today on the ground. I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like this one bit because they're fucking fast and they're like
Wily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but I mean, you're outside.
Yeah, I know.
I had one on my desk at school. That's way worse, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we're comparing. Okay, now I'm comparing. Another saying, when someone says, "Oh, that's just a pipe dream,"
Mm-hmm.
I always thought that was like a half pipe of like skateboarding. Well, not skateboarding, but like a pipe you look through, and it's like at the end, that's your dream. But it's from opium pipes.
Oh.
Yeah.
You remember the Tatuaje with the nicotine dreams?
Yep.
I thought that was a pretty. That needs to be a fucking cigar name. Nicotine dreams.
I could see it. So I tried to support a local lounge. Was that 2 days ago? They're the only shop within 50 miles that has Roma Craft. I wanted to see if there was a small chance that they got craft in, but it'd probably be like $400 anyway with California taxes. Anyway, of course they didn't. They have nothing in stock really. But the two cigars I grabbed from there was Aquitaine. Was it Aquitaine EMH? I think so. And
Looked
then
like
a Tabernacle. I've been a Corona. Maybe it was a Robusto. They do a Robusto size.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them rock hard. Like no give. I smoked through halfway and that didn't even loosen it up. But it didn't burn quickly like a under humidified cigar would burn. It couldn't keep lit. It was a mix between over and under humidification. And I have no clue how that happened.
I mean, that place is a dump. It's sad. I mean, it's a cool it's a cool spot. It's like weird. It's like going to summer camp, but it's just fucking filthy, man. And that's like my big pet peeve. Like when everything was shut down, why the fuck weren't people cleaning their shit?
Yeah.
You know, it's like you go down here to HQ, it's fucking immaculate. Every single day it gets cleaned. And it gets cleaned by dudes, you know. It's not like there's a cleaning service that comes through here. There's no excuse to have a dirty lounge, especially when a lot of lounges were closed for many months.
Yeah. It sucks.
Anything well, I'm going to tell a story and then if we have anything else for PCA.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is a quick story. Mo mentioned on the pod that he's going to be in Houston and doing an event with Tyler at Smoke Ring if this fucking Delta variant doesn't explode or whatever. So I'm thinking about driving up to or Yeah, I'll drive. I mean, we fly to Houston like 5 times a day, 4 times a day out of Austin, but I don't have to get a rental car or Uber. No, maybe I'll see how far it is from the airport. Maybe Weasel Tyler to pick me up, but I'm thinking I might come down there and then visit my good buddy Jerry from Jerry Cuthrone. He does a Jerry Herf in Houston. We'll visit his shop on Friday, and then the event's on Thursday. And then Dave Lafferty is in town he's Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust national sales manager. He's doing an event. Maybe I'll check that out, but probably not because I'm working so much.
So you've smoked the Craft 21. Anything else? Well, first of all, shout out again to, I can't call him Nerd Tyler again. He
hooked you up, man. That was nice of him.
I know.
Can't believe you weaseled a box from him. You and Richie.
Wow.
Have you ever ordered from him before?
No, I think that was the first time.
Wow, and he hooked you up with a box of that.
Pretty nice.
Good dude.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that real quick?
Yeah.
The whole craft controversy, not controversy, but
Hunt?
I mean, you can't cherry pick LEs, because the shop had to order, it was allocated. So like the shop has to order a certain X amount of cigars to get X amount of craft or X amount of any fucking thing that's limited. And then not only that, 2,000 boxes is a lot of fucking boxes. So, but you have to support the fucking brick and mortar. You can't cherry pick every deal, Yeah. I get it. I mean, I search for deals too, but I mean, I worked at a shop, but I mean, I get it. It's tough, but you can't be mad if you don't get a box of craft. I mean, because you did it to yourself in a way, I guess. And it's tough because you got, like.
You're talking as a retailer. You can't be.
No, I'm talking as a customer.
Oh, okay.
Because like an example is let's use Rudy. Rudy
808.
works at Fine Ash. Super popular, super famous smoke shop. But there's certain brands they don't carry. I mean, they're heavy with certain brands. Espinosa, obviously Roma Craft, Foundation, Tatuaje, other brands like that. But Rudy's a big Black Label trading company guy. So Rudy goes to Scallywags and picks up Black Label. He built that rapport with Chris and Tanner, where if he wants the LE, or he also built the relationship with the guy who owns that shop in Hawaii that gets all those cool.
80.
Yeah. So it's like, you have to, like, that's like with my shop, it's like we don't carry every brand. So like we don't carry Cavalier. So I got a 5-pack from Small Batch of that LE. Mm-hmm. So you kind of got to pick. You got to spread your money around, I guess.
Well, I mean,
I understand.
They also, if you're in that Facebook group, Weasel Team, they make it super easy. They say, yo, just go on our website and start calling these shops that are listed, and you'll find one, hopefully, probably.
Yeah, but the problem with that strategy is if you call up Lake Country Cigars and you say, yo, let me get a box of craft, I'm going to say, yo, who the fuck are you? And I've never heard of you. Okay, well, can I get you anything else? Oh, you just want the craft? No, I'm going to reward Tron or Josh or Kyle or Alex or me.
Yeah.
Or
no, that makes sense. But then whoever that consumer is, they can just call the next. I'm sure there's going to be somebody who would love to, I don't want to say get rid of inventory, because I feel like they're all going to sell like.
You talking about craft?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're all gone everywhere, man.
Yeah, well, okay. Oh, wait, last year I called up, was it Owl City?
Owl City's a band. Lenny, you met Lenny, right?
Briefly. I didn't really talk to him much.
He was busy. We hung out a lot at TPE, but he was busy at this trade show. The bosses were there. His bosses.
Boss.
But that's different. They had a lot of them. They had like 120.
Okay, yeah, because they did only, that's right.
10 shops.
That's fair.
a lot of shops got between 4 and whatever it is. Most shops did, but it got spread out to over 200 shops. So like a shop might get 10 or 5, 4, whatever the fuck it is. I'm not gonna sell it to you if you don't support the core. Yep. But I was able to help out a couple people where they were able to get boxes of craft based on my relationship with that retailer.
Nice.
But it's like, it's kind of like throwing a favor in. It's like, hey man, but luckily, one of the shops they were doing it, buy a box of craft or a package deal, box of craft, and just buy a $5. A $5, even a fucking $5 helps.
Did you smoke any that came off that shipment, the new shipment?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So I'm going camping tomorrow for a few days. Should I let it rest, or do you think they're good to go?
Fire those puppies up, man. They're smoking great.
Cool.
Let me know which one you like better. I mean, they're both really fucking good, but one of them I liked a little more.
Okay. So then I might take 3 and I'll give one to my brother.
He's not going to appreciate it. Give him something else.
He won't. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Don't, yeah.
All right. Those, the EC, the chubby, the Peace, and Temperance. I don't know what you call that size. I know it's called the Peace in the Connecticut.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Is that an exclusive to Habana House in Austin?
Yeah. Until it's widely. I'm pretty sure. I'm just a intern, okay. So I don't know what that's. But I think they're the only ones who have it. Yeah.
All right.
Why, you need some?
I was looking to maybe get a box.
All right. Well, let me know and I'll go over there and pick up a box for you. It's right by the headquarters. Jim's a great guy. They ship, I believe. So.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah. But I mean,
California. Yeah.
I'll ship it to you. Yeah. I got it. But the BA is still. Oh, I've been smoking a shitload of the BAs, man, dude. And that's, half wheel rated the BA really heavy, really high in certain Vitolas. But it's weird. You don't see Brazilian Alaparaca wrappers very often.
Dude, you nailed that. I think you have you been practicing?
Oh no, I did. When we first brought in Romacraft in 2017, I wrote down exactly how you say it.
Phonetically.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a tough. Anybody, like Skip said, anybody can blend a cigar with Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, but not anybody can blend a cigar with that Brazilian wrapper. It's tough. It's hard to work with, and it takes a long time to ferment, if I'm not mistaken.
Real quick, shout out to our sponsor, CigarNoise. I saw Dave West for the first time ever in my life in Vegas, so that was really cool. Hung out with him a lot the last night I was there. Yeah.
What did you think of the sleeping arrangement in the hotel?
I was fine with it. So I took a couch. The only thing was,
oh yeah.
So Alex gave me his
blanket
comforter.
Yep.
And the last day I'm folding it, and there's like a crap stain on it.
Oh, stop.
No, I showed you, right? You saw that?
Yeah, you had a nosebleed in the middle of the night.
No.
Or you're eating chocolate.
No, I was. Okay.
No, you had those fucking chocolate espresso beans that melted.
Yeah, and it was like a brick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't put that on the sheets.
Are you insinuating that Alex sharded on the comforter?
No.
What are you trying to? Why even bring that up on the podcast?
Alex, if you're listening, I'm saying that the staff probably didn't see it when they put the sheets on. I'm not saying it was him that did. I'm just saying I got a dirty sheet.
Why even bring it up?
Because you asked me about the sleeping arrangement. That was.
I'm not talking about your shitty comforter. I'm talking about sleeping on the couch. Yeah. But I'm saying, wasn't it worth it? It was expensive, but it was worth it to be.
Oh yeah.
At the Palazzo.
Yes.
The room was big and huge. Alex did buy a $8, $10
bottle of water or something.
No, fucking Gatorade.
Oh.
I'm like, dude, I have one that's room temperature. There's an ice machine. Like, I'm thirsty now. I'm like, all right, bet.
Dude, my eyes cannot stand AC in large hotels. Like I would go in the doctor when I was in high school because I just had constantly red eyes. But I also did water polo and I had contacts in, so they were just all screwed up. I
Let's
looked
talk
like
about
I
my
was, well, I was a little hungover at some point, but I just looked hungover all the time. Sucked.
let's talk about my apartment in Austin.
Yeah.
So it is a 1 bedroom, brand new, um, just opened in January, um, and it's expensive. It's $1,400 for a 1 bedroom. But I got 6 weeks free and a $750 gift card. So if you prorate the 6 weeks, it's about 1275, 12 whatever. But I could have gotten a little bigger, 100 square feet bigger 1 bedroom with a patio and a little bigger kitchen, and then the washer, full size washer and dryer in both of the units. But in the bigger one, it's in like the entryway, where my small little one, it's in the huge walk-in closet, which is fucking. I mean, could that be any more fucking convenient? You wash your laundry and then bam, you put it away right there. But and it had a patio. But here's my thing: I'm not going to spend $200, $250 extra a month for a patio, and then I go out there. I have my chair, I have my phone, play a little music, and I fire up a cigar, and all of a sudden a neighbor complains and they say, "Hey, no smoking."
Yep.
I would be like, "Okay, move my fat ass to the cheaper apartment," because that's the only reason why I would do it. Now I had a cool built-in bookshelf and it was a little bigger, but the patio was the main selling point. But Skip's patio is 8 minutes away, and so I'm like, "Fuck it."
Have you been getting quality time in with Sean since you've been at Skips?
No, I've been working a ton, and I'm trying not to, like, when I'm not working, I try not to just sit at the house and bother him
Yeah.
or bother. No, well, he's not there a lot. You know, he's working and he has his own life and everything. So I'm just trying not to be like, I'm not like the college dropout, moves back home, doesn't work, and plays video games all day. I don't want to give that impression to Skip or Sean or Mike or anybody. So I'm either working or I was looking for an apartment. I literally one day I drove around for 4 hours just looking at different neighborhoods. Because my biggest thing was I didn't want to move into a place that had bugs. I didn't want to move into a place that was thin walls and, you know, like if you walk into a place and you go like into their, like one place had a most units had hookups or washer and dryer, but they also had laundry areas everywhere. Now you can judge an apartment pretty well if their laundry room is clean or not. And this place was like $1,300, and there was like, it was clean, but it could have been cleaner. So that's why I was very diligent in my travel. Now I could have found a place for $900, but I felt like for $300 more, I would be getting a lot more.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like my brothers. You saw my brothers. Well, it's nicer than my brothers. He's paying $2,200, but it's like a community. It's like a resort. It's like it's got.
Wait, your brother's paying that? He's splitting that with roommate, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the place I'm at is like a resort, man. It's got a state-of-the-art weight room, which I want to start working out, and it's got a huge pool. It's got grilling area. It's like a resort, man. And so I'm like, I'll do it for a year, and if I feel like it's too expensive, then I'll find a cheaper place or I'll buy a house or whatever. But I'm like, for 1 year, I want to live someplace that's like, you know, because I never went away for college, you know, so I don't, you know, not that this is like college, but it's like a,
You want to experience the dorm life?
not a dorm, like a community, man.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking community.
One thing I noticed: Skip, Mike, Sean, John, all one-syllable names, and you're Tyler. How do you feel about that?
Oh, there's Jamie. That's 2.
Yeah, and I know. Okay, I was thinking this through, and I wasn't gonna. I felt like if I brought her up, I should bring her up because she's part of the team. But then it kind of went against my point.
Yeah.
All right, that was.
But
that
you know what I
was
was thinking
well
about?
played.
Like, if you had to pick a team of people to fight, you don't want this smoke coming from Roma. You got Sean, intimidating as hell. You got John, 6'2", 270, all muscle. You got me, 6'3", 260, fucking ripped, shredded. Like, you don't want to fuck with these guys.
Shredded
I mean,
beef.
we're all 6'2" and above. You don't want this smoke. You don't want to catch these hands. And yeah, it's just
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like we got some big dudes, and that's why we can knock out the orders quick, man. We got it, and I mean I did it back in December, but that was 6 months ago. So you forget all the little things you're supposed to be doing, and so I did 5 hours on Monday, and then I did 10 hours on Tuesday, and I felt like by the end of the day I was back in the rhythm. But we were able to knock out those orders quick. Like
Nice.
I did a little video, but I haven't heard anything bad. So hopefully all the right packing labels were put on, and then you have 3 people checking the boxes to make sure that the orders are right, because there's boxes, bundles, and different, you really have to pay attention.
Yeah.
That's like last thing, or I want to talk about Roma real quick. The HQ is like, this is why like this was an opportunity I couldn't pass up, because they do everything in house, man. I mean, it's like I think I might have talked about this before, but they import the cigars. They ship the cigars. You have John and Mike selling the cigars. They have the factory in Nicaragua, and just being around them, you can absorb stuff without even trying, and that's why it's like, yeah, I'm spending a lot of money on an apartment, and I have my mortgage still in Wisconsin. I moved away from my family and friends and shit, but this is like it's like I talked to Miguel about it back in December. He's like, dude, you get to learn from the best in the business, all of them. So it's like, I'm excited that they do all this stuff in house.
Yeah. All right. Homework assignment. We need to start some beef with another podcast. So I'm thinking like with the Hustlers.
Oh, great. Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. Those guys are too nice.
Well, no, that's the point. We're not going to start beef with somebody we don't like.
Well, they don't listen to us anyways.
No, yeah. They don't have to.
All right, let's start some beef in the Weasel.
It's
team.
it's like you and I have beef, but we also still podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man. I had to do. I was gonna. Oh fuck! I lost my train of thought.
Well, that's the end.
Oh no! Here it is.
Nope.
The air fresheners. I sent one to Rudy.
Cool.
I gotta send you some. So if you want an air freshener, I'll have to buy some stamps and some envelopes, and we'll get those sent out. So DM the podcast. Do a contest, okay? All right, this is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
DM CigarNoise Boys that you want a air freshener.
That's separate from the contest?
Yeah, and then so part of the contest is repost a post you're gonna do, or maybe I'll take a picture of the air freshener.
Ooh,
or something like that.
Well, I was thinking because I did
you do it. Yeah, you manage it. Okay. Or we're gonna give away a $5 of cigars too.
I'm thinking because I haven't done the analogy segment in a while. I want to do a bunch of different podcasts. If the Cigar Hustlers were a TV show, what would they be? And just do a bunch of stories like that with all the podcasts, and get feedback from people. So anyone who responds to those stories would be entered into the.
All right, I'm trying to grow the audience and the followers on Instagram. So
yeah,
but hey, whatever you want to do.
No, that's. Trust me.
Let you do it. You handle it. You handle the contest. I'll ship the $5, and I'll ship the air fresheners, and we'll get this figured out.
Cool. All right. Good talk.
Yeah, I hear some thunder. Yeah, we didn't get to talk much about PCA, but it was fun hanging out with Mo, seeing Mo.
Yeah.
He took us to dinner a few nights. Yeah, Mo's I'm happy to call him one of my best friends, and I think his company's doing really well. That fucking his cigars are great. I'm excited for the new sides of Maduro.
You said the Precipitation Habano. I'm gonna pick up a box of those from Small Batch next paycheck, I think. And I don't know if I want to grab a blind box of the new Maduro sizes because I just like that big size the best.
Yeah.
He's good.
Okay. Remind me about the Precipitation. Maybe we can get Mo's doing an event at Lake Country.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Maybe you can get the buy it from them and then get a couple freebies or whatever.
Maybe that, but also if they have
They'll have the new sizes too.
Alex and Tron, if they have the Aquitaine Grand Perfecto, I might get a box of those.
Yeah, those I had this written down. I've turned the corner on Perfectos now. If they're done right, they're fucking good. The Crux Salomon, they're really good. And so are the Grand Perfectos by Roma.
Nice.
I've smoked a ton of them. Dude, they're really fucking good. And they're for a bigger ring gauge, man. The key is how Roma does it. It doesn't come to a fucking point. It's still like the size of a dime. So it's like you get a lot of airflow. Yeah, they just do a really good job. And if you like a wide open draw, you can cut off a good amount and it doesn't start unraveling on you. So kudos on that.
All right, rock and roll. Keep those cigars on ice.
All right, later, dudes.
Yeah!